Second question comes from at Weakest. Weakest. Hello and welcome to this week's mailbag. I'm Doug Kide. If you have a question for me, tweet it to me at Doug Kide using the hashtag MailDog. I'll answer it on Friday morning. First question here comes from Jono Thorpe Jazz, who asks, think the Pats will make any more trades by the deadline? If yes, who? It's going to be very difficult for the Patriots to make a trade this trade deadline, which is coming, I guess, in a couple of weeks now, because the Patriots have so little cap room. They only have about $1.6 million in cap room. They actually need some of that money just for the end of the season. In case any players go on injured reserve, they would have to sign a new player. In case guys come off of injured reserve, then their salaries increase. Also, the Patriots have some not likely to be earned incentives that could be earned this season, and that would increase the Patriots salary cap. So it would have to be a very low budget player for the Patriots to acquire. So at this point, I'd probably guess no, but the Patriots can do some shimmying of the cap and see if it works out. But like I said, my guess would be no at this point. Second question comes from at Weakest. Weakest? I don't know what the last name is. Is the team satisfied by the play of Adrian Claiborne? Seems like he's been pretty quiet for a relatively big acquisition. I think the Patriots are pleased with him because he's playing, and he did make some impact plays on Sunday night against the Chiefs. He actually forced 2 third-down incompletions with some pressures, but he doesn't have a sack on the season. And with the amount that they're paying him, with the hype that came in with him, he had, I think, 6 or 7 sacks in a game last year for the Falcons. I think the Patriots were probably expecting more out of him from a pass rush perspective. So obviously there is still a lot of time left in the season for him to get some of those sacks, and he has cured some of the issues that were kind of plaguing him early in the season when he was running past quarterbacks. He's not doing that anymore. He is getting some pressure. He is forcing some bad plays out of the opposing team, but sacks are very valuable, and the Patriots definitely need more sacks. They only have 7 sacks in their first 6 weeks of the season, and they were blanked in the sack department on Sunday night against the Chiefs. Third and final question here comes from Frankie NJ, who asks, what are the odds Philip Dorsett, Chris Hogan, or Cordero Patterson start becoming healthy scratches later on in the year in favor of Josh Gordon? It's possible. The Patriots are still, fairly shallow at wide receiver, but if they choose to activate maybe a defensive end or a running back later in the season, then we could see a wide receiver become a healthy scratch. At this point, the most likely candidate would actually be Philip Dorsett. He only played 3 snaps on Sunday night against the Chiefs, so he was kind of the odd man out in that equation. Cordero Patterson even played more offensive snaps than him. He played 6 snaps, plus Patterson is the Patriots' kick returner. So if the Patriots ever do choose to go into a game with just Josh Gordon, Chris Hogan, Julian Edelman, Cordero Patterson, Matthew Slater, it's certainly possible that Philip Dorsett would be the odd man out there. He did have a good start to the season, but I think that Chris Hogan is just the more trusted receiver given his experience in the system. Like I said earlier, if you have a question for me, tweet it to me at Doug Kide using the hashtag MailDog.